Hi everybody, it's Wednesday, October 28th. This is your Async math lesson. Hopping right into it today. We are using our number lines to help us add and subtract. We are thinking about counting up and counting back and trying to relate that to addition and subtraction. So we're going to be looking at number models today that have mystery numbers in lots of different places, okay? And we're going to be trying to connect our change diagram to kind of help us think about those number models and how to go about solving them on a number line. So I'm going to push myself off to the side here. All right, so I would like you to look at these number models. Now you'll notice I'm going to cover these up with a piece of paper here and go one at a time. And actually I'm going to look at the first two. I know there's a glare there. So we've got a 9 plus 6 equals, we've got a 13 minus 8 or take away 8 equals, Now, do you notice that our mystery number is at the end on both of those, right? All right, so that's important to see. That just kind of looks like a regular number model, right? So we might start at 9, and then we would count up 6. Or we might start at 13, and we would count back 8, right? Pretty easy peasy, right? All right, let's look at the next two. So now these two number models, this is an addition number model, and this one is a takeaway. So we got subtraction here and addition here. Now this time we've got those mystery numbers in the middle. So if we have these mystery numbers here in the middle, we got to think about that. This is our starting number, and this is our ending number. So let's bring in that change diagram real fast and look at that. We look at our change diagram, we know we have a starting number and an ending number. And the number in the middle is that change number. So this is where we start, this is where we stop. So this right here is our hops, isn't it? We would be thinking about our hops on the number line. Now this one is a counting up hops, and then this one right here would be a counting back hops. We start at 17, and we stop at 12. You notice how we're going from bigger to smaller, okay? But this is our starting number, the starting number. This one is our ending number. And so the number in the middle is how many hops we are making to change it. Now let's look at our last example here. Now we've got our mystery number here at the beginning. So we've got our mystery number here, and we've got our mystery number here. Now we don't know where we started. We do know that we have this many hops, and we do know where we end, right? So we know where we stop. We know how many hops it took us to get there. So we could work our way backwards to the beginning. It's a little trickier, and especially if you get to a takeaway. We don't know where we started, but we're taking away some hops, so we're going to be moving this way on the number line, right? And then we know that we're going to stop at 7. So since we're taking away and we're stopping at 7, we know we're going to have to be over here to start. So you see how we're moving backwards? Ooh, that's tricky. All right, so we're going to practice using our number lines to solve these problems. But what I want you to be thinking about all along is the start, the change, and the end. We want to always be thinking about where do we start and where do we end. So we're going to go over a quick little example. We're going to do a little bit of this together. So what I want you to do is I want you to have your number lines out, but this is the number lines. These are the number lines I want you to get out this time. So on the back side of your change diagram is your number line paper that has a number model right here. So we're going to be able to fill in those number models as we practice. Today's just going to be a little introduction, okay? So if you're not getting this today, I don't want you to stress out. We're going to practice. So we will get there eventually. All right, so this is the paper that I want you guys to have. And this is the list of problems that we're going to start going over, okay? So you have your paper in front of you, and then I have mine here. Now, as I go through this, what I want you guys to do is write down the numbers as we go. So if I've got a 5 plus equals 13, you're going to copy that down and go 5 plus something equals 13. And you can put a question mark there to remind yourself that that's a mystery number, or actually better yet, if you want to, because usually on our number models is we put mystery boxes. So you can put your mystery box right there where the blank line is. All right, so now let's think about this. I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit. Okay, so now let's think about our change diagram. Let's remember that we've got a start number over here, we've got an end number over here, and this is our change going that way, or it's our change going that way. So we got to think about, in this case, it's a plus. So I know that it's going to be this one. We are going to be going to the right because we are adding. That's our change. Okay, so now, this is a pretty easy one. Remember how I told you that I like the ones that have a starting and an ending line? This is telling me, excuse me, gotta turn off my alarm. This is telling me that I'm missing my hops, because remember, this is the hopping number, this is the starting number, this is the ending number. So I need to figure out how many hops it takes me to get from 5 to 13. Okay, so I'm going to take this paper away because it's kind of in the way. So we're going to start right up here, everybody. This is the one that you need to have down on your paper. This is our starting number, right? This is our ending number. And then this is the change number. So think about that. We're looking for our hops. So if this is the starting number, I'm going to put a dot on 5. If this is my ending number, I'm going to put a dot on 13. I need to see how many hops it takes me to get from 5 to 13. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this mystery number in here is a +8. I went from a small number to a big number, so we know that we are adding. Not too hard, right? It's not hard at all. Okay, let's try this next one. Okay, now this is my starting number, and guess what? It's also the mystery number. This is my ending number, right? And this is my change. So am I getting bigger or am I getting smaller? I'm getting bigger, right? So I'm going to go from here to here. So this is my ending number. It's my biggest number. So I'm going to put my dot on 11. All right, now this is where it gets a little tricky. If I went this way to get to 11, how am I going to get back this way? Ooh, do you guys see it? I have to go the opposite of this. I can't add 8. The opposite would be to take 8 away. All right, so let's do that real fast here. I'm going to erase my little arrows. Okay, let me write those in again. So this is my mystery number. I'm going this way. I've got my 11. So now, instead of going this way, I have to go this way. Okay, so here we go. 8 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I landed at 3. So where did I start? Should be a 3, right? So let's see. 3 plus 8. If I start at 3 and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, do I land at 11? I sure do. See, it's a little tricky, but not too bad. Okay, let's try another one. I'm going to move on up here. All right, now on your paper, I want you to write this number model down like we did before. So remember, you're on your paper, you're writing your number model down. Okay, so we're going to be putting 8. You're going to put your minus, you're going to put your question mark here, and you're going to put your 4 there. Okay, or you can put your mystery number box. Remember that. All right, so we know where we started and we know where we ended, right? This is my starting number. This is my ending number. And now I'm changing. Now, did I go this way to change or am I going backward to change? What does my little symbol right there tell me? Tells me that I'm going back. I'm counting back. Okay, so I should be going this way. All right, so let's get my starting number. Let's see if that makes sense. My starting number is 8. My ending number is 4. And I have to go this way, don't I? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what was my mystery number? 4. That was not that hard, was it? All right, here we go. Moving on. Now, this is your new number model. Put this in your number model at the bottom. Remember, you can pause the video if you're falling behind, okay? So now this is my starting number. This is my ending number. And let's look at that little symbol. It says takeaway, doesn't it? Right? So I'm getting smaller. I'm going this way, aren't I? I'm going left. I have to start at 13 and I have to stop at 9. Right? You see how I'm going left? All right, start at 13. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, so my takeaway number was 4. Don't you just love when you have a starting and an ending number? Those are so great. Now here are some challenge problems here, boys and girls. All right, this one won't be too bad because it's adding. This one's a little trickier. And again, if you don't get this the first time, do not worry. All right, this is my ending number. This is my changing number, so I went this way, didn't I? And this is my starting number, which is also my mystery number, right? All right, I know I stop at 15. And I know that I went this way to get there because I was adding. So now I know I need to go this way to get back to the beginning. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to erase those out. So I have to go to the left. I have to count backward. I have to go backward to get back to the beginning. So I'm going to take away 3 instead of adding 3. 1, 2, 3. Where did I start? Look at that. I started at 12. Now let's make sure 12 plus 3. Does that equal 15? It needs to be true. 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep, I got it. Okay, now here's the challenge, everybody. Get ready for it. This is my ending number. Okay, this is my beginning number. And then this is how I changed. And I went this way, didn't I? I was taking away. So I am counting back, aren't I? Now I'm counting back to get to 11. So if this is my ending number, this is where we have to think. I counted back to get to 11 because that has to be where I stop. So to get back to the beginning, I've got to go the opposite direction, right? I have to go to the right instead. So here we go, everybody. Trying to get this done in one video, but it's not going to happen. All right, so instead of going backward, I need to add 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was my starting number. So let's see if that works. 15 minus 4. Does that work? 15 take away 4. 14, 13, 12, 11. You're right. I did end at 11. But it's tricky because you got to do the opposite of what you were doing, right? So instead of taking away 4, you have to add the 4 back on. Just like when we were here, instead of adding 3, I had to take 3 away. But it's a little easier to do this one because we're going backwards and we're putting our number over here. The reason this gets a little tricky is because we have to go this way, but we're going to put our number over here. So you see how we have to kind of go backwards, and then that confuses everybody. But you always have to remember that when you're going back to the beginning numbers, you have to do the opposite hopping. So instead of adding 3, we take 3 away. Instead of taking 4 away, we add 4. All right, everybody. So we are going to stop there. This is our first time practicing. We're going to do it again. Don't worry about it if you didn't get it the first time. And we are going to be working on page 32 in our journal. And I'm just going to read the problems out loud. It will only take a couple of minutes, and then it will be up to you to finish the paper. So I'll see you in the second video for a really quick read of this page. All right, I'll see you then.